Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm so thrilled to be in your presence once again. Each time we come together, something new can emerge. The more that we can be in one another's aura, if you like, because when you come into this magnetic ionosphere where we're together, there's a certain energy, the molecules that come together in the intention of how we come together is really propelling. And I felt a real urge to speak with you today. And it looks like the live chat's suddenly gone dead because either that or nobody's online. But that's all right. I'm going to just keep going anyway, because sometimes the internet's been a little choppy here today in Auckland. We've had some outages due to the rain. We've had lots and lots of rain and storms and things going on, so could be to do with that. But I am hoping that we're still connected. So tell me if we are still connected. That would be nice. I'm going to another page here to see if I can connect to the live control room once again and interact with you. You're all here. Woo! I'm happy. Teddies are happy too. Soon I'm going to have another member of my family who I will introduce to you later this week, all being well, when Mars goes direct. So welcome. It's just an honor to be with you. It's more than a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. But there's something so special now, energetically, when we come together, that is working like a snowball of energy. Started off small and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger in the connections between us. I really feel it. I really feel this impetus is about to grow exponentially. Why do I feel that? Well, because Mars, planet of energy, of passion, of forward momentum, is going to come out of retrograde in about 3 days, 3 to 4 days from now, depending where you live. So these next days, as Mars is beginning to come out of this backward energy and begin to move forward, gradually moving forward, this is a very important period to begin to look at what actions am I taking? What's motivating me to do what I'm doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What am I restless about? I'm noticing many people, and especially now with so many lockdowns happening, in some ways that's bringing out even more of a restlessness. But this period of time now is a really wonderful time now, almost like things are in suspended animation. We've got an opportunity now, as Mars is just slowly beginning to go forward from the 13th. We've got an opportunity now to look at how do we want to come together? How can we now reduce the tension, the fear, the suffering that's been going on? How can we now begin to turn this around? And Eckhart Tolle, in his wonderful book, The Power of Now, I love this book. I keep coming back to it again and again. The color's beautiful as well. But The Power of Now, he talks about a story with Carl Jung, who met with a Native American chief. And this Native American chief said to Carl Jung, he said, I can't understand why the white people are always so tense. They've got staring eyes and a cruel demeanor. But what is it they're always chasing after? They always want something. And quite frankly, we think they're crazy. And it goes back even Eckhart Tolle talks about the time of Jesus, when Jesus said to his disciples, sorry, I'm paraphrasing here. Let me see if I've got the right words here. Why are you always anxious? Can anxious thought add a single day to your life? So what is it now that keeps us pushing forward? It isn't to say that you shouldn't be moving forward for certain things, but now it's this time to really examine and re-examine, what am I pushing for? Why am I restless? And what is it that I want? And why do I want it? And can I become more conscious right here, right now? Are you at ease right now? Do you feel at ease with me? You're in my lounge here with me, with Teddy's, sitting on the settee. Are you feeling at ease? Are you feeling comfortable inside yourself? What's going on inside you right now? This is a wonderful time in this Mars twilight zone, if you like, to begin to become more aware of it. How am I feeling? I'm feeling very excited to be with you. A few butterflies in the tummy. And I'm noticing now, and Maria, thank you, and Melissa, so many of you are asking, would you like the video? If you give it a thumbs up, of course, if you do like it, then more of our soul family can come and join us and create this momentum. Because what I feel is that as we make this transition between Mars retrograde and Mars direct coming up in a few days' time, and if we make it together, we can choose something very positive and conscious to come from it. And many of you probably have been feeling quite stuck, feeling as though things are just not moving forward or not moving quickly enough. And as Mars goes direct, things can move more quickly. The question is, what direction do we choose to have our lives and our world move in? That's the big question now, and that's what we're looking at. I love you too, Maria. I love you guys. I'd love you to feel the love that comes through in the ethers together. That no matter where you are in the world, you are not alone anymore. You are not this one Mars entity. I. They even appointed a loneliness minister in England a couple of years ago, a minister for the lonely. Because so many people have been feeling so isolated. And of course, the wake-up call with this virus and everything is to see that we're all connected. But this has been a wake-up call in the connectedness of the toxicity between us. And now as we move in this transitional stage, we can see that this can be an end to the loneliness, an end to the isolation, an end to people feeling as though they don't matter. So that's what I'm seeing here. And it's time now, because it's interesting that even the songs, even the pop music, even everything has been moving more towards I. It used to be like, we all live in a yellow submarine. I mean, even if it was, yeah, the Beatles in the 60s, it was more we. And it's become gradually I. And of course, the selfie. My Facebook image, my image on Instagram. So it's been about me. The economics that we've had has been about I. Power, it's been about the I. And Mars is still in Aries until January. So it's an opportunity now to look at how we transition from doing the I, which we know how to do very well. How do we transition into the we? Because the I place is a very lonely place. Yeah, it's an I, it's all on its own. But we, yeah, it's got more of an open energy. We, together. And very sad news this week in that the ex-chief head rabbi, Lord Jonathan Sacks, age 72, may his soul rest in peace, died this week. Thank you, Lee, for your contribution. And I felt very sad about it because he made some tremendous contributions to all the different faiths. But I've been listening to some of his work just in, because I respect a lot of his work greatly. And he talks about this whole shift, made me think very much about this Mars energy now, this shift between the I culture and now how we need to move back to the we culture. And if we look at, he gave a great example. If you've got $1,000 or pounds, wherever you are, and you give 9/10 of it away, how much have you got left? What have you got? Right, you've got $1,000 is yours, and you give away $100 to 9 people. You've got $100 left. Power. If you've got all the power and you share the power with 9 others, MMR, thank you. How much power have you got left? You've got less because you've given it away, all the power you had, to 9 others. So our economy and our democracy has been based upon me, because if I give away too much, I'm left with less. I'm left with less. And this has led to this whole energy now of being about, oh, I must hold on to more for myself, more for myself. Of course, that's changing. I'm tremendously seeing that changing. I'm so grateful for so many of you who contribute to me, and then I pass it on and you pass it on, and we're learning to pass on and to push on and to give on, because the point now is what we're moving towards. As we move is what's so exciting about December 21st, about the move into the air energy, away from the earth energy, the money, the power, the me, the Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn in Capricorn, the hierarchies, and only giving out a little bit. Now we're moving towards love and friendship and family and information sharing. And when you share information, you don't have more, you don't have less, you don't lose, you get more. When we share friendship, when we share love, when we share connection, you don't lose, you get more in your family. So we now need models of economy. This is why everything's crashing down. And new systems must be rebuilt with Uranus in Taurus. a new economy, new politics, so that we are motivated now to move to being a we world. And I think it's interesting that we in French means yes, we. Yes, so we is yes. And that we're moving towards this, and our systems and our financial ways of dealing with one another must reflect the oneness and the coming together. And this is what I feel is so exciting as we move into this new paradigm. That this is the awakening to see now. I hope I'm explaining it, because I'm paraphrasing quite a lot of the things that Jonathan Sachs shared in some of his various videos. But the point now is that the eye of the Mars moving in Aries direct in 2 or 3 days, that this eye has to be looked at, has to be examined, you know, when I'm reacting to a situation. Am I considering the other person that I'm speaking with? Am I looking at this as a joint venture? I'm reminded of one of Aesop's fables, a fable about the north wind and the sun. And they both have an argument. Who is the strongest, the sun or the north wind? And they said, all right, see that man walking along there? Let's see who can get him to take his coat off. And the north wind blows and blows and tries to blow off this man's coat. And all the more he huddles himself together and really won't take his coat off. And then the sun shines, warmer and warmer and gently. And the man gets hot. And he has to take his coat off. And so the moral of the message of this fable is that gentleness and gentle persuasion works a lot better than pushing and blowing and huffing and puffing. So we have to learn how to use Mars direct in Aries in a way that is a gentle persuasion. My friend had a puppy a little while ago, and she's been training this puppy gently, very gently, only with love, not with hitting it, not with pushing it, not with shouting at it, but only with the love energy. And the results have been remarkable. This is one of the most loving dogs. Gentle, kind. And right now we have Mars in Aries, which is this I energy, and opposite Venus in Libra, in rulership, both in rulership, and they're opposite each other, asking us to come together to balance this energy, because you do have to do some things for yourself. You do have an ego. You do need to eat and enjoy eating. You do need to do the things that give you pleasure. That's fine on an individual basis. And isn't it wonderful when we come together and remember that we're all connected? Had a lovely Uber driver today. Such a lovely guy from India. And he kept asking me, where are you from? And I always find that quite a strange question, because I think this whole idea of separation between nation states, I think that's got to go. The walls that we have. It doesn't mean to say that we don't keep our diversity. And we don't respect our differences. fact, Rabbi Sacks wrote a wonderful book called The Dignity of Difference, and that we keep the dignity of each special race and language and people, but that we see that we've got more in common than we have apart. And are we connected after passing? I feel most definitely so. I don't know about you, but I feel my ancestors and my past loved ones, even though I've never met some of them, I feel they're with me, as well as the ETs and as well as other beings. There is so much support for us in the air, in the places that we don't see. But now these airwaves between us, through gentleness, through kindness, through direct action, through honesty, because this is the Mars in Aries, through bravery, through being courageous. Every time I go to a new area or a different place, I got on a new bus today, found my way. It was hard to find an umbrella. I must say, it's not stopped raining here in Auckland. A lot of rain. So thank you. Maria is encouraging you to like the video. Thank you for liking the video. We appreciate it because it boosts all of us. So I've had a little bit of feedback, people saying that these videos are too long, the live streams are too long, and interesting topics, but I need to get to the point more. So is that what you want? Give me some feedback here. To me, the live chat is a chat. It just is that. Did I consult a psychic before returning to New Zealand? No, I did not. I trusted the inner guidance and the messages I was getting. Ah, yes, rain is good for the trees. So we have a choice here, another choice. Because negativity spreads like a disease, and positivity spreads like a disease. And right now, Jupiter and Pluto are together. So Jupiter magnifies whatever it touches, and Pluto is power, is strength. So I'm finding that I can be happy no matter what. Happiness is an inside job. If it's raining, so it's raining. If it's cold, it's cold. But most of all, thank you, not too long videos. 30 minutes for a live is great in your opinion, thank you. How long have I been live? Should you be concerned about December 21st? No, not concerned, but check out the live stream. Thank you. See, I love our community. Thank you. For me, it's about our togetherness. It's about you feeling as though we're inspired to give more, to do more, to connect more. And so when I was asked by this lovely taxi driver, where are you from? I said to him, look, I'm a citizen of the earth. I'm from the earth. And maybe the stars. And he loved it. He was like, yeah. He said, most people that get in my taxi just are rushing from one place to another. So where are you rushing to? Where do you think you want to rush to? And can you just be here, right now, just enjoying what we are creating together? And there is a power of the positivity that we create together that sends a wave of positivity around. Or we can send the wave of the negatives. Politics, too, has been much more about the people in politics than the policies. You've been voting for a person, a personality. Again, this is the I, the ego. Instead of what do we want, the people, what do we, the people, want, which is what the United States was based upon. That constitution, we the people, together. But increasingly it's become about the leaders and their personalities, and then fighting and pulling down the other personality, rather than finding ways as leaders. We might have differing opinions, but how can we work together? So working together. Thank you, Maria. Maria's working together here, asking you to give it the thumbs up. Thank you for those of you who have given it the thumbs up. Matthias, thank you for saying you like the inverted pentacles. I've had quite a few people say they find them negative, and they're rather surprised that I'm wearing these jumpers, or sweaters as you call them in North America. I love them. I never thought they had a negative vibe. So just for you to know, every time you give out a positive energy, every time you think a positive energy, this is this North Node in Gemini that we've got for the next year. So the North Node in Gemini, the two hands, the two sides, Mars and Venus opposite each other. Balancing the two sides, not going to extremes. Finding a way to respect one another's perspectives. Not going to the reactive mode and the defensive mode, but maybe saying, in the Gemini way, how interesting, how curious. Let me think about that. So instead of saying, why is this happening? And it's so awful what's happening on our planet right now. How about saying in Gemini fashion, what can we learn from this? What do we need to know that we don't yet know? So I'm feeling that as Mars goes direct, changes are going to happen more quickly. We have to be more adaptable. It's coming. Adaptability. Not an easy one, but I do think it's the way that we begin to open more to more experiences. I've been in New Zealand now almost a month. It's not quite a month, actually, no, 3 and a bit weeks. So I came and I was in the quarantine facility. Now I've been in this kind of apartment in the center of town for a little while, small place. I got a very big bargain deal. And in a few days, I'm going to be moving somewhere else. I'm not telling you where yet. That's a surprise. And it'll be a surprise for me. So 3 moves. So it's a time to be as adaptable as you can. I love the way there's a little interchange here happening about the word sweater and the word jumper. It's great. We've all got different ways of seeing things. But the words that you use, the thoughts that you think are infectious. So with the Mars energy, watch what is coming up in you and see if you can either walk away from a situation, if you're going to have a response that could be a harmful one to somebody else emotionally. And just make sure that you can do it, if at all possible, in a gentle way, because then you'll feel good. You'll feel good about it. And also during this period as well, from the retrograde to the direct, you might find something you've lost. I got a new credit card and I've been looking for it for ages. I just couldn't find it. And then I asked Spirit, I said, could you please open up a page in the Power of Now? And out dropped the credit card. Exactly on that page, exactly matching the book. So if you've lost something, or something's been a long time coming, and it might be a person, it might be a relationship, It might be a job, it might be anything that you feel you've lost. It could come back to you at this time. So yeah, the lawsuits are coming. There's all sorts of things that are going to come out in the wash. This is like a hiatus period. So I just want to thank you. I want to thank so many of you who are very generously supporting me through this time on Patreon. For those of you who support here on the live chat, your live comments, your generosity of spirit that I feel is sweeping across the planet. There is a sweeping of generosity coming, and this Jupiter with Pluto together is an opportunity for generosity to sweep all over. I mean, Maria, I can't tell you how many times she's saying, please like the video, please like the video. How kind is that? Kindness really works. Let's create this wave of generosity, of kindness. And the more we do it, the more we have to give. And money too, actually. You give some away, it comes back. You give some away, it comes back. There is a flow in it. There is a flow. And if your heart is generous, and every single person is important to you, every single one of you matters to me, you make a difference in a way that nobody else can. So I love, 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 love you. Pleiadians want to say, oh, we love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. From Teddy's, Pleiadians, dear, dear family, much love to you.